Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome back to F1 Manager 24 Creator Team here on the PS5 with our Cadillac Brabham team. Cadillac, still Brabham in the name for a couple more races. Tonight it's round 21, we're heading to Brazil, Sao Paulo, Interlagos. One of my all-time favourite Grand Prix, but one that hasn't always historically been very kind to us. And will that change tonight? Will we have a really good week? As you can see, it's going to be wet on the Friday and the Saturday, so that's going to affect practice, sprint quali, the sprint, and then normal quali as well. We will have dry running for the feature race on the Sunday, but a lot of potential for some wet weather shenanigans throughout the rest of the weekend. So that could make things interesting as well. We could get a couple of upsets during qualifying. We might get some issues in the sprint or even sprint qualifying as well. Practice, not really an issue, but we'll see what happens, I suppose. Let's take a quick look at our cars. So you can see we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 research projects going through, 2 of which will finish while we are in Brazil. So we'll have 2 slots open for more research when we come back. Not building any parts at the moment. Hopefully we won't need to build anything else now for the rest of the season. You can see I've got some spares. A little low on side pods and suspensions. Pretty good everywhere else, especially underfloors. I've got more underfloors than I was expecting there. So I think one of them's about to go. That might be why I made an extra one. Yeah, we've got a high risk underfloor there. And oh, that one's okay. So we'll be down to 4 underfloors after this weekend, absolutely guaranteed, because the one on Oscar's car is going to break. It's just now what else breaks along with it. No more upgrades planned. No more upgrades in the works. So our car is as good as it's going to get. On paper, 6th overall, which you would not get if you looked at the stats on the right hand side there. You would not expect it to be 6th looking at that. Not quite sure how they work out the overall performance ranking, whether they factor the drivers in or not. I don't know. We're going to be competitive though. I think that's pretty much a given. Given the wet weather we've got, let's take a quick look at the adaptability ratings. 95 to Oscar, 86 to Kimi. I've said this all season. You've got to favour Oscar in the wet conditions, and yet pretty much every time Kimi has outperformed Oscar. So who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? The title race is still alive, just. It's pretty tight in terms of points left versus points available. There are 3 rounds to go, so that is 78 points, plus we have 2 more sprints as well. So that is an extra 16 points on top. So what did I say it was? It was 78, 88, 94 points left. You know, for the winners. Kimi is 75 points behind. So it's not looking likely that he's going to catch Oscar. He has kept him honest all season. 6 wins for Oscar, 17 podiums, 2 sprint wins. 2 sprint wins for Kimi, but a little less on the podium side because he missed those opening 5 rounds of the Grand Prix of the season when we still had George in the car. But 8 wins for Kimi. He has been superb this year. And now we have... Actually, no, we've got 4 rounds to go. Because I didn't factor in this race, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yeah, there's an extra 26 points that we can throw on that. So, what did I say? It was 94. So that makes it 120 points. So that actually gives Oscar... Well, sorry, that gives Kimi a bit more of a chance to actually catch Oscar. That extra Grand Prix that I forgot to factor in there. which would be tonight's Grand Prix. Let's advance and set some targets, shall we? 12th for Oscar, 16th for Kimi. It's been these for quite some time. We should easily breeze our way through these. And let's head to Brazil.
Our F1 season brings us to Brazil for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. Better known simply as Interlagos, the Autodromo José Carlos Pache sits between two lakes here in Sao Paulo. The home of the Brazilian round of Formula One since 1973, plenty of champions have been crowned here, with many more to come.
Don't forget, the schedule this weekend sees the drivers take to the track for an all-out sprint race. A good opportunity to clinch some crucial championship points.
And with that, I think it's time to get started.
Well, looks like we might actually have dry practice then. Curiouser and curiouser. Right, let's take a look at parts. Definitely want to save the engine. That's our emergency backup engine, so we'll go with this one. We'll stick with that ERS unit. We'll stick with that gearbox. We can go to newer spec parts after this practice session. And then let's do the same for Kimi's car. Go to that engine there. And again, we'll keep that ERS unit in. And we'll keep that gearbox in as well. Let's see. We want to run the whole session if we can. It's normally about 20-21 laps at Brazil, so we're going to go for 44 laps, I think. Let's go 45. Why not? We're going to run the hard tyres. Just hope that it stays dry throughout so that we don't have to box or lose a lot of time. Setup wise, somewhere around about a 7:12.5 or a 7:13 in that kind of window as far as the wings go. Everything else a bit up in the air. I mean, the toe's usually low, but it can go high. So yeah, this is going to be one of those strange ones where we're just going to have to throw out a few random numbers and see what happens. Let's go with something like that, I guess. And then for Kimi, we'll go a little bit different. We'll try a 12.5 on his rear wing. I'll go all the way out to a 1.9 on that. I'll go all the way up on that and pushing that up a little bit. Let's see what happens to the weather.
Green light.
Look at that, he's going to get wet. Damn it. So, Pepe Marti is in for Aston, Kasper Stuka is in for RB, Victor Martin and Gabriele Mini both in for Williams, Behrman is in for Red Bull, Fuji is in for McLaren. Few rookies getting a run today. More rookies than I would expect in a sprint weekend. Oh, I never did the pace settings.
So Oscar, we can look after this tyre.
Copy.
Recharge on.
Copy.
There we go.
pack is high.
Copy.
Let's see how we do. Don't forget, there is a poll up on the community tab on my channel. It's just called Posts now. It used to be the community tab. It's just called Posts, I think. But there is a poll up for you to decide what livery we run for this team for next season onwards. Once we leave at the end of the year, the team will be officially rebranding to Cadillac for the final Grand Prix of this season. It will run the Cadillac livery at the end of this season, and then for next season it can either keep the Cadillac livery, or we can put the FedEx livery on, or we can put the DHL livery on. Those are your three choices. The community tab poll does have some images along with the choices, and then in the comments I pinned a link to the thread on Reddit for each of those liveries, so you can see some better screenshots from different angles as well. So that poll stays up till the end of the Abu Dhabi race, because that's when we'll have to make our decision. So you've got a few days left, but if you haven't cast a vote already, head on over to the community tab and cast that vote, and we'll see which livery wins. At the moment, it is the FedEx livery with 52% of the vote, ahead of the Cadillac branding. DHL, surprisingly, is a very distant third. I was a little surprised by that, but the decision is in your hands. So go cast your vote if you haven't done already, and we'll see which one gets chosen. How you doing, Dino? How you doing, Army? How you doing, Farrah? Good to see you guys. Hello to everybody else who is lurking. Please do feel free to pop up and say hello.
The range is 3 to 4 minutes away.
When you see DHL, it makes you think of Jordan. Yeah, I can understand that. I mean, I think they were... I don't know if they had DHL sponsorship. I know they had, I think, Deutsche Post at one point. But Chip Ganassi races in IndyCar with DHL sponsorship and branding. Although their liveries are a little bit different. Like the front half of the car is red, up the nose, and then yellow for the lower half, and then the rear of the car. Not as much as Benson Hedges, though. Yeah, I mean, you had the first version of their B&H livery, which was just the B&H, and then when the European smoking ban kicked in, it became Bitten and Hisses with the snake, and then after that they changed it to the Hornet and became Buzzing Hornets as a clever play on the B&H. I'm doing well, Army. How are you doing today? I was wondering if you were going to run it on your PC or not, Farrah. It runs like a dream. I will do check that out. Still haven't downloaded it yet. Added it to the library, but haven't downloaded it yet. I've ordered a desk, a new desk to try and get everything consolidated onto. In 2002, Jordan had DHL on the sidepod. Did it? Oh, I didn't realise that. I mean, that was 23 years ago. My memory is not what it was.
It's in the pit lane.
Copy.
The rain has arrived. We
Just
have
notice the
feedback,
balance. Check.
and 94 is really good. Really good. Let's see
Looks to
what we
be
get with Oscar.
8 minutes away. Copy.
81, not as
Hold
good.
the balance.
We do need to run the whole session. We're going to have to just tough out this wet
Okay,
period.
understood.
It is going to get worse. Might get too much for these tyres. I might just have to bring them in. But I don't want to have to make changes to their setups at this point, because that will eat up a fair bit of running. Well, I'll eat up about, what, maybe 5 minutes of Oscar's running. Yeah, I think maybe we should do it for Oscar. We won't do it with Kimmy. Maybe make a little front wing adjustment, something that won't take very long at all. There we go, that is the point at which we need to bring them in.
Oscar, suggest to box this lap.
Yeah, copy.
And for all of those of you who are starting F1 Manager for the first time with the free PC version that's on Epic for the next couple of days, I think till Thursday morning or early afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Don't forget that custom logo tutorials are available on my channel
Copy.
for a variety of different manufacturers and sponsors. So Golf, DHL, FedEx, Renault, Cadillac, Lamborghini, Porsche, Brabham, obviously, and others available on my channel. Bit of self-promotion there. But yeah, if you want to run a fancy logo and you don't want to have to mess around with mods or importing images or anything like that, or you just want to build your logo yourself, I do have tutorials showing you how you can do that. Right, we need to drop the rear wing then, by the look of it. Push the front wing up a little bit. Let's push that up to there, and let's push that up. No, let's not push that up. Let's leave it about there. We'll go with that, I think. Or do I maybe go with that? Ooh, choices. Let's try that. Push the front wing up one. Just that little subtle change. That's all we're going to do. So we can get him straight back out again. Evening, Wayne. Oh, damn it. Didn't change Oscar's tyres. Ah, dear.
Yeah, copy. Oscar pit lane.
Rain in pit lane, be careful, stopping on the mark.
Copy.
There we go. Finally. Getting back out properly.
Feedback on the
All
car.
right. Did we make any gains with Kimi? 2%. We were at 94, I think. Now we're at 96. So that's not bad. Just that little wing change has cleared the picture up a little bit more. Other adjustments will be needed, I think, other than just a front wing. But that should hopefully make that picture a little bit clearer for when we get to the end of the session. We're at 90% prep. That will actually be maybe 91% thanks to, or 92% thanks to the improvement in the setup satisfaction. I think 91% will get an extra percentage point. Still a little way to go for Oscar. Learned the car finally. That's good. 89%. Found a little bit, but not enough. We were at 81, I think. So only 8% gained. Means I probably moved the roll bar erroneously there. Probably should have left it where it was. Never mind. Again, we'll have a look when we get back into the pits. When the flag falls. And I was thinking over the weekend about our potential issues that we might suffer when we go to Ferrari, and my plan to bring Kimi with me. One thing I hadn't considered until I really sat down and thought about it over the weekend is Kimi might not want to come. Ferrari's name may have dropped so bad, fallen so far, that he may no longer consider Ferrari a worthy team. Which would be a pain. That would be problematic. I'm just tracking a moth that snuck into my room. That sight. There he is. Here he comes. I'll get close enough where I can get rid of you. Up. Moved. Oh, sitting on the controller. That's not good. Got him. There we go. He's been in my room for days, buzzing around for a little bit, and then disappears, and I have no idea where he goes. Finally gone. There's your entertainment for the evening. So yeah, finishing my thought. The Ferrari name may have been dragged through the mud so much this year that it might be like we were when we first started, just a team that everyone turns their nose up at. And it might not just be Kimi. Depending on who, if any, driver fills that second seat, because we know that Zhou is signed already. We might struggle to get a good second driver. We might struggle to get good staff. Not sure who Ferrari have got staff-wise at the moment, and we do want to staff with Italians where we can. We're going to go full Ferrari mode. Just try and get Italians across the board. Yeah, we could actually be in for a real struggle in that
DRS
situation.
enabled. DRS.
Forget F1. Dino's here for the moth attacks. Yeah, he's been buzzing around in my room for close to a week. I never see him when I'm streaming. That's the only thing. He just keeps popping up, and it's like, well, I can't do anything about it. I can't go chasing after him. Tonight, he came a little bit too close. Paid the ultimate price.
Checkered flag is out.
There we go. Practice is done. Ollie Behrman tops the timesheet. Means absolutely nothing, considering how little dry running there was. And that it's practice. So we're at 92 and 97. Room for some improvement.
Welcome everyone, qualifying for the sprint awaits us, and we're raring to get going.
Oh, very wet. Look at this, we're on the full wet tyres. Alright. Oh, no, that was right. That was the right move. So it's this that's wrong. We're at 89%, so it needs to be a decent change. I'm going to push it all the way up to there. And we'll get us close, if not bang on. Let's have a look at Kimmy. Three or four? Go with three. 3 clicks. Oh, engines. Nearly sent them out with the wrong engine again. That would not have been good. A repeat of Mexico. Mexico's a relatively easy circuit to recover on. This one is not. So glad I caught that one this time. Let's set them up for 2 flying laps. And let's send them out. Quick look. It's going to stay wet. It's probably going to get slightly wetter. We'll dry up a little bit towards the final third of this session. Don't know if it'll go to inters. Might do. We should get everybody out relatively early in this session, I think. Sprint quali always has those reduced run time, so 12 minutes instead of 18 for sprint quali 1. I think it's 10 minutes instead of 15 for the second, and then 8 minutes instead of 12 for the final.
Oscar, you've got a clear track ahead. Let's go.
Good gaps ahead of everyone. Good to go.
Alright. Kimmy's going to have a little bit of traffic to deal with. So far he is quicker than Oscar. Definitely getting held up now.
There you go, I saw that.
So it is going to be advantage now to Piastri. Very close in that first sector. 0.04 of a second. 0.4 of a second lost in the middle sector there. And I don't see what the final split was. Let's have a look. 18.2 and an 18.2, and Antonelli again. Oh, this time fractionally slow. So it would have been really, really close between the two had it not been for that first sector. Sorry, that middle sector for Kimi on the previous run. Leclerc has gone quicker than us by how much? 14 thousandths of a second. Okay, that's a pretty small gap.
Drive straight out, drive straight out. The track will be clear. Let's go.
Oscar starts his second flying run.
You got a good gap ahead.
Track is starting to dry up a bit. And a little bit earlier than I was expecting it to as well. Looks like it is definitely going to go to Inters. Ocon now quicker than Charles Leclerc by 1/10 of a second. Kimi is going to hit the Williams again. Should catch him in a more favourable position this time, I hope. Out of the way, Pierre. And again, Antonelli is quicker. And there we go. Through without a delay this time. Up through Juncal for Oscar. No improvement.
We are currently P3.
Antonelli, though, on a flyer.
That was a good lap. Normal fuel save on the in-lap. Copy.
Oh, someone's had a big upsie somewhere. And Antonelli has not improved either. They just ran out of battery then at the end of the Of course it's
Right then.
of course
we'll
it's
take a look
Sylvain
now.
Petit.
Well, things are okay at this stage. And round
Maybe
they
it wasn't
spin.
a
And
big
there'll be words
cheer
had
from the
after this,
crowd
I'm
or
sure.
a gasp. Maybe it was just laughter. I mean, when you make Lance Stroll look look good, and you make Nikita Mazepin look good, you know you do not deserve to be in Formula One.
Pit lane.
Slippy in the pit lane.
Copy.
One lap on those tyres. Or never looked to see whether we made improvement with the setup. Let's have a look. Oh, look at that, 98. We got close. We got very close. And we nailed it with Kimi. That's excellent news. Now, will anyone go back out? Last call for anyone going back out? Doesn't look like anyone's going out. Maury's going to make it through, but mainly because Stroll, Sainz and Valtteri all had horrendously bad laps. There we go. A little anticlimactic again at the end of the first qualifying session. We get through without any real issues. Didn't need to run on the inters. Much less water on the track for SQ2. 147 in terms of millimeters. I'm just going to do 2 one-lap runs rather than a 2-lap run.
Sessions should be starting now.
I was only 10 minutes in this session. Yeah, 10 instead of 15. So, looks like it will go to slicks at the end of the session. So the question now is, are we going to see people sitting waiting? Nope, they're all coming out. I was going to say, are we going to see them sit and wait for slicks? They're all going to come out on the inters. There we go, the whole field's out. And pondering what logo to work on next as well.
So
I've narrowed it down to a couple of choices. I'm thinking I might do a Canon logo.
All clear ahead.
And I think I might do West as well. Try and recreate the late 90s, early 2000s McLaren. That silver and black beastie. It was a beautiful car. Probably going to do a Marlboro as well. One I've been putting off for a while, but I'm actually going to sit down and try and work out how to do the Marlboro lettering as well. Evening, JML. I'm glad you're enjoying the bits.
Currently P1.
You're more of a fan of the West McLarens and the Vodafones. Yeah, I mean, I get that. I mean,
Currently P1.
I mean, the Vodafones were nice. Don't get me wrong, but those West McLarens they looked so nice. They really did. Right, Gasly has gone quickest. He might be up against it a little bit more in this session. Max, only P4. Still waiting on the Red Bulls to set their times. Here they come. Norris goes P3. Leclerc up to second. Ocon just behind us in sixth. Pourchaire is still currently just in the top 10. Once again, this could be it. This could be the running order. We might not see anyone come back out. Let's take a look. It is going to start to really dry up any moment.
Remember, the pit lane is still damp.
Yeah.
Wait to see if anyone goes back out before we react. If anyone is going to go out, we're in that window. I don't think anyone's going out. So we're not going to either. Save tyres. We're going to have so many choices for tyres on race day at this point, which is going to be a dry race. You have so many sets of dry tyres to choose from. Into the final session, it's back to being quite wet again, just under the 4 mil for full wets. Get out early, do a lap.
Light.
Get back in and then do another lap at the end of the session. And this time we will definitely go back out again because we want that pole position. We just needed to get through previously. Now it's all important as to where we actually finish. Nobody else has moved yet. Given the shorter session, the fact that there's only really time for the AI to do one run, usually, because they don't normally go straight out like we do in this session. They're going to have time for one run. They may well wait.
Oscar, you've got a clear track ahead. You're good to open the lap.
Happy with temps. So no on ahead. Good to go.
Anyway, we could have just sat and waited as well, but I wanted to get the extra confidence in for doing a run. Oscar is quicker than Kimi this time. I think that's the first time. All weekend he's been quicker in the first sector. Oh, that's a mistake for Kimi.
I lost the rear.
Ah, damn it. And that has had the opposite effect. What I wanted, that's hurt his confidence.
Yellow's ahead, yellow flags.
Hey, yeah.
Okay.
It's a rare mistake, though, for Kimi. Just on the power a little bit too soon.
Yeah, I did a big mistake.
So 118.5 is the benchmark.
At the safety car line.
We did still gain some confidence from Antonelli, just nowhere near as much as I would have liked when you consider Oscar's in peak confidence.
It stopped raining in the pit lane.
Yep. Copy. Oscar pit lane.
Remember, the pit lane is wetter.
Copy.
Oh, it should still be good. Where is the rest of the grid? Oh, here they come. So I didn't want to go out too early because I want to get track position across the line, but at the same time, we do run the risk, if we leave it too long, of not actually getting across the line. Hopefully the conditions will stabilise. Ah, the Red Bulls are popping out right behind me, and they're in a drafting formation as well. Damn it. Have we just given away pole position? Still missing a few cars. It's too late now for Norris, Verstappen, Albon and Zhou.
Temperature's okay. And drive straight out, the track will be clear.
Let's go.
So I wonder why
Tyres in a good window.
half the grid decided not to come out. Are they? They can't all be pit lane starts,
Good to
surely
go.
not. We have a yellow flag, and that is Porsche off at turn 4.
Let's see what happened there. Now we're just proceeding through turn 4.
And that's his flying lap ruined, but he's still
Well,
going to
you can see
qualify
the
ahead of
lockup,
his teammate.
and they'll need to be mindful of the effect that that had on the tyres.
Right, which order are they running in? Ocon behind Leclerc. Yeah, there's a real chance that Ocon's going to take the pole position here. Don't know if Leclerc is close enough to get the full benefit from us. He has gone quicker than us, I think. I'm not sure. Ocon has definitely gone purple in that first sector. Little split coming up for these three here. Gasly goes top. Piastri will take it back, and does. Piastri quickest in the middle. Eight thousandths of a second between the two, and then Ocon half a second quicker than us. A full 0.6 of a second quicker than his teammate, thanks to that slipstream. Ah, dear. There was nothing we could do to counter that, unfortunately.
Hello and welcome as our Grand Prix weekend continues, and the sprint will soon be upon us. And after a season of sprints, this is the last one of the year.
No, it's not.
This circuit is certainly no stranger to overtakes, so I think we're in for a good one.
And of course, the big incentive here is getting a few extra points on the board, with the top finishers in the sprint set to add to their championship tally.
Still got Qatar
Well,
to
no
come
doubts
yet.
there'll be plenty of action today here at the Sao Paulo Sprint.
Which I think is the next Grand Prix. And then we go to Vegas, and then we go to Abu Dhabi. Or is it Vegas before Abu Dhabi? It's Vegas before Qatar, I can't remember. I think Qatar's next. Let's see. 1.34 mil, so we're going to be starting on the inters. Is it going to stay wet the whole way through? It's going to fluctuate. That's it for changes. That's all we're doing. Let's send them to the grid for the start of the Interlagos sprint.
24 laps around Sao Paulo in today's sprint. And it's lights out, and away we go.
All right, good start for Oscar. Gets ahead of Ocon briefly. Ocon snaps back around the outside of the entrance of turn 3 there. Now Kimi's having a look at the inside of Oscar. Oh, this could be dangerous. Ooh. Antonelli has to lift, and he drops behind Leclerc. Loses a lot of ground as a result of that.
Keep your head down.
Max with an issue already. So they just didn't go out. No pit lane starts.
But I can't use clear, but I don't see it lagging.
Oscar, how is the track?
I think it's getting wetter.
Tyres are going to overheat in dirty air. I do not want to be in dirty air. Well, I'm also not pushing the tyres. I want to have the grip later in the sprint. The Red Bulls are flying. Gasly's putting him under pressure. Leclerc is putting Oscar under pressure. And Ocon is trying to scamper away. Now the other Renault, so the other Williams has an issue as well. Now this is one of the Ferraris.
The clipping is killing me.
And is that Williams push for second in the standings starting to run out of steam? Right on board with Kimi. Got an excellent view of Leclerc trying to go up the inside and doing so on Oscar.
There's still opportunities here.
You can see the temps, Antonelli's temps, nearly 100 degrees now.
You can use overtake.
Copy.
Overtake is available.
Yeah.
Can we make the move with both cars here? Can we make the move with either car here? No, is the answer. But it looks like Leclerc punched. Yeah, he punched pretty fast as well that lap. He might be out of battery now. I'm hoping he's out of battery. If we can't get the move done quickly, we're going to need to back out. So Leclerc is already pretty much caught up to Ocon. Track is getting wet again. That's good, for the tyre temps at least.
Just show me what you've got then.
Copy.
Be nice to get past.
Copy.
You can see the power of the slipstream. And Leclerc is through on Ocon. Ocon's left a gap. But we couldn't capitalise on it. Oh, Kimi's trying to go through. And does so. Brave, brave stuff from Antonelli there. And the temps are skyrocketing again.
Pack is low.
Yeah.
Copy.
And we have to back out of it.
So we'll have coasting Alpha turn 13.
Copy.
Small lift and coast.
Copy.
Overtake is available.
Copy.
Recharge on.
Copy.
Charge the pack.
Copy.
And now we're going to be vulnerable to gas leak. Yeah, that was definitely not Antonelli. Copy.
Overtaking is very, very difficult.
Still plenty of
We've
opportunity.
lost nearly 2 seconds.
Currently P3. So car ahead now is Ocon. Gap ahead 1.8. Piastri behind. Gap 0.7.
Okay, recharge on is good.
Yep.
Let's see what everyone else's tyres are looking like. Ooh, yeah, pretty rough already. Ours would be pretty bad as well if we weren't paying attention to the tyre temps.
We can have recharge on now.
Copy.
Recharge button on.
Ah, and Gasly throws it at the inside.
Deep breath. You're going to be okay.
Can we get him back? Here comes poor Cher flying up the inside. Closes up on the braking but can't get the move done. And we are able to retake the position through 2 and 3.
Lovely stuff.
Copy. You're doing a good job. That's
And
currently
we've got a little bit of a
P4.
gap now between Oscar and Antonelli, so tyre temp should be much easier to manage
Use the tyre more now.
in a minute or so.
Use the tyre.
Track is starting to dry now. I do wonder if we'll get DRS. Evening, Raketic. Another little look there from Gasly. His fault was temporary, it's cleared. Max still has the issue with his gearbox. Both Ferraris still a little bit stricken, and look how far behind Mori is from his teammate. Let's see, what are those issues that they're suffering with? Gearbox for Mori, oh no wonder he's struggling. Petit just has random damage. I wonder if he's got underfloor damage. Yeah, next season will be a better season for Ferrari because we'll be there. But I don't know how quickly we'll be able to turn things around. Is it possible to make Mick Schumacher 85 plus rated? Yeah, I think so. I'm trying to think what rating we got him up to before we dropped him. Up to about an 80, I think. I'm trying to think, did we drop at the end of season 1 or end of season 2?
Feels like there's rain everywhere on the circuit now.
Because we started with Mick and Logan. Best way to upgrade him is just get your race sim maxed out as quickly as you can and keep him purely focused on his stat training rather than trying to put him on development or media stuff. Try and shelter him from any kind of sponsor obligations where you can as well.
Recharge on.
Copy.
What's the best start-off driver? Well, it depends on what kind of experience you're wanting to have. Are you looking for a driver who's going to be super competitive out of the gate? Are you looking for an established name?
There are opportunities.
Are you creating your own team? Oh, I'm guessing you probably are.
Copy.
And are you just choosing your drivers, or are you looking to bring in a young driver and develop them up? You'll need to give me a little bit more context.
And that is P4, Oscar. You've got Gasly behind. 0.7, Gasly.
Recharge on. Copy.
Right, we're about halfway through the sprint. And we are melting the tyres of the cars behind Oscar. Red Bull's not struggling enough.
Overtake available.
Copy.
So happy to drop lift and coast.
Copy.
Use overtake.
Copy.
So you've gone for a legacy team. You're creating a team, you want young drivers with potential. Behrman is a good shout. Antonelli isn't available to sign until partway through, I think around Imola, Canada kind of time in season 2 because of his age. Maybe a little earlier than that. Porsche has a lot of great potential. Lawson's not bad. But he tends to have very high expectations on car performance, despite him being a rookie. Of the drivers not currently on the grid, Porsche is the best of the bunch. You know, right out the gate. But the potential for any of them to really jump up is pretty big. And I think Antonelli is going to be comfortably the best of the bunch.
And if you can just cool the tyres as much as you can.
Pretty much all F1 related title rated him high. Oh, that's because he was the F2 champion.
We think there's still opportunities there.
Recharge on.
Copy.
Right, Antonelli is closing in. We have broken away from P5 on down as well.
Gap 1.3. Keep your head down.
Definitely got the advantage on the tyres now. 20% over the front runners. Yuki is quick, but Yuki's an established driver. So, I mean, if you're looking to keep the original team's lineups intact and take from reserve pools, then Porsche is the best one to go for.
Ocon ahead. Up ahead 1.1. We must increase the level of lift and coast.
Copy.
Right, track is the wettest it's been.
So just increased like
And it's going to stay
Yeah.
probably around 2.5 now to the flag.
And recharge should be on.
Copy.
Start
So
prepping.
happy to drop a little bit of management.
Maury's fault has escalated. That gearbox will be replaced at the end of this session. Ready for normal qualifying.
So car ahead now is Ocon. Gap ahead 0.9.
Leclerc and Ocon going side by side again through turns 4 and 5. Leclerc holds the position.
Ahead 1.1.
I'm going to turn the tyres up a bit more in a moment. Want to get the battery sorted first. can see where we're gaining and losing the time. We're losing the time here on the run up to the flag because we're not getting the drive out of the corner. We are close enough this time to stay in the slipstream. Just about. But through the infield, where we have so much more grip, that's where we make that time back.
Gap 0.9. And Oscar, the pack is good.
Oh, we have a yellow flag.
Watch for debris.
Oh, Ricardo having a coming together with
There's
Stoffel.
a car in the barriers.
Yep, Stoffel.
Possible debris. Recharge on is good.
Copy, copy.
Now we're going to start to go on the attack.
Oscar, you can reduce the LICO slightly.
Copy.
And we have the slipstream drive there on Ocon. And we've got the grip. So we easily get the move done through the turn. Next up is Charles Leclerc.
Yes, let's go.
This is good. Currently P2. So Leclerc car ahead. Ahead 0.4.
All right. And we get him up the hill into turn one. We have the inside line. We should have the grip. And through goes Antonelli. Oscar's closing in as well.
Nice job, mate. So that's currently P1. We'll have overtake available.
Let's see if Antonelli can pull away through the infield here.
Flat out.
Not touching Oscar's battery yet. He needs to be on the back of the Red Bulls before he uses his. He is closing them down. Or 15.8.
Car behind Leclerc.
2.1 seconds quicker and a 117.3 for Oscar. Not bad for a no battery.
No hard done. Okay, that's P4. Car ahead is Ocon. And the car behind is now
Oh, look at Ocon's tyres. Look at Porsche's tyres as well. Same with Albon and Stoffel. Yeah, some of those guys have been stuck in dirty air all this time. Their tyres are just gone. So Antonelli now 3 seconds clear. This race is as good as his. I think we're going to have to use the battery now.
Overtake. Copy.
Just not closing in.
Copy. Okay, we don't want to lose too much time.
At this rate, I'm probably going to lap Maury. Lapping a good 4 seconds quicker than him. Once you take the ERS out of the equation.
Use the pace now.
2 laps remaining.
He's going to put the squeeze on me. Ah, damn it. All right, we have to get this move done here.
There's still opportunities here.
Oscar, cool the car where you can. Copy.
Up the inside, lovely stuff. But is it too little too late to go after Charles now?
Copy.
No battery. It's down to just tyres now, I think.
Copy.
Maury is going to get a stay of execution, but only just.
1.1. 1.1. Plenty to play for.
Just not quite close enough.
Recharge on.
Save what little battery I've got left in a hope that I can get the run up the hill out of Junção and close up through the corners here.
Okay, use deploy. Copy.
Pack is low.
Copy.
Too far back, not going to get the move done. Antonelli wins the sprint. Leclerc will take second. Oscar will have to settle for third. That's 2 points in Antonelli's favour. It's still a mountain to climb.
Pick up rubber where you can.
But he's doing what he needs to do.
That is P3, buddy.
Well, wait. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Good job, Oscar. Engine off, wait 5 seconds, and then make sure you go to P0.
And that is the sprint done. Roll on main quali.
And what a fantastic sprint win that is.
And what a well-deserved P1 finish that was. Absolutely outstanding.
Confirmation then of the sprint result. Antonelli takes the win ahead of Charles Leclerc. Oscar takes third. Ocon is fourth, and it's Gasly in P5. Lando in P6. Max gets seventh. Albon taking the final point in P8 ahead of Pourchaire, and Joe dropping down into 10th place. And it's Stoffel from Sargent, Ricciardo, Sainz, Bottas, Iwasa, Stroll, Perez, Tsunoda, Lawson, Petit, and Mori.
There's tension in the air today, so it must be time for qualifying.
The ups and downs of Interlagos mean a full-speed qualifying lap can be hard on both driver and car. Sector 2's technical corners demand high downforce to make a quick lap.
Let's talk about Mercedes for a moment, Karun. Where's their driver going to be at right now?
They're not looking quite as strong as their teammates, so they've got some ground
In the
to make
Brabham
up.
Cadillac garage,
Good
apparently.
practice here would certainly help matters.
So get yourselves comfortable. It's going to be quite the ride.
I've already done the engine change. We go straight into from sprints. You go the sprint quali, then the sprint, then main quali, then the race. So if you don't change them at the end of practice, you know, it screws you up for the sprint. I caught it in time. Nearly made that mistake again. I'm not going to bother making that little change there. It's just not worth taking the gamble. So Oscar will stay at 98% on his setup.
Green light.
All right, track conditions going to stay pretty constant. Out goes Valtteri. Leclerc pops out right behind us. Albon popping out as well, just in front of Oscar there. Everyone's coming out, look. A lot more people coming out than I was expecting. It's nearly half the grid. No, it is half the
We want
grid.
to generate some temperature for this outlap.
Yep.
We'll focus on the brakes a bit.
Copy.
And it will be a completely dry race. So at the moment we haven't used any dry tyres. So we've got 4 sets of mediums and 6 sets of softs, I think, and 2 sets of hards. So we'll be covered for all kind of eventualities in the race in terms of tyre strategy.
Surface temps are good. Circuit is all clear ahead now. Good to go.
Got Van Dorn exiting the pit lane. He's going to get in the way at some point for Kimi here. Oscar has the edge so far.
Yeah, copy. We saw that.
Alright, Antonelli gets through without too much of an issue. Leclerc goes quickest. Valtteri in P3,
That's a great lap.
only half a tenth slower than
I'm
us.
just going to recharge on and call the car, please.
What can Antonelli do? He goes 0.02 of a second quicker than Valtteri.
We are P3 at the moment.
That was a hell of a lap from Bottas there.
Yeah, we're happy with that. Yeah,
Lasser's up there as well. We know that Sauber is quick. They could potentially, because they're still way down the order in the constructors. Where are they at the moment? They're in 7th. They could have a monster car next year. If they can, they've done good research and they can build on the car that they have right now. They could be right near the front next season, up at the pointy end. Oh, Sargent and Ocon nearly coming to blows there across the line. Sargent slightly quicker than Ocon, but I think he was getting a slipstream. Max has gone quickest. I think we're probably safe and we probably won't need to go again, but we'll have the tyres prepped and ready just in case. Spin for Yuki. That's either the end or the start of a flying lap. Either way, it's not good.
Here we've got the Aston Martin.
Yeah, Stoffel running wide.
That won't help their chances. Perhaps a little lapse in concentration, maybe.
Yeah, we're going to stay in the garage. Track's really wet now as well, so no one's going to improve. No one's even coming out. So that's your running order for the end of Q1. We're going to say goodbye to Stoffel Van Dorn, Carlos Sainz, both the Haas drivers and both the Ferraris, who were 0.6 off the back of the Haas. What's the water level? Right. All right.
Green light.
We need to get out early. This is going to be one-shot quali for us here. Looks like everyone else is piling out now as well.
Warm the tyres where you can.
Copy.
Now, we'll only have one set of hards. I forgot that we used a set of hards in free practice 1. I don't generally like to use the hard tyres, so that'll be a factor.
So all clear ahead. Good to go.
It'll be softs and mediums all the way through.
Oscar, you've got a clear track ahead.
I might go medium, soft,
So
soft,
Oscar,
soft.
happy to open a lap.
I don't know yet. We had a lock-up. Yuki.
Through Ferradura they go. And the car just locks. By that point, it was just too late.
That corner, famous or infamous for where Alonso got out of deck chair a few years back and sat and watched the rest of qualifying after his car broke. Was it qualifying or was it? I think it was qualifying. I don't think it was the race. Oscar has the edge. Someone's gone quicker than us. It's Max. Could we see a second Max victory this season? I wonder. So, target time for Kimi is a 107.3. What can Oscar do in response? He's 13 thousandths quicker. Stroll half a second off the pace. Here comes Max. He's going to get a little bit of a toe across the line. George is smoking Max. Yeah, no surprise there. Max in season 1 is brilliant. It really is. I think the only driver who could stand a chance against him would be Leclerc, and even then I think Max would beat him as well. Not Kimi. I'm talking to Marcus Dudley there. Even a safety, Clark.
Okay, so remember pit lane speed limiter.
Right, well, that's it. We are through. And Valtteri and Iwasa are both out. Gasly only just makes the top 10 as well. What's the championship history since I started running Brabham? I think Red Bull won it in the first season. I think Ferrari won it in season 2. We won it in season 3. And we've already won it in season 4. It's just a question of which of our two drivers takes the actual driver's title. In terms of the champions, I think Max won it in season 1. Leclerc won it in season 2. Oscar won it in season 3. And he's on course to win it again in season 4. Oh, look at that. Big rain again. if you start a Williams career, it's going to be Colapinto and Albon. No, it'll be Sargent and Albon. Colapinto doesn't get drafted in unless you're doing any of the race replays, and then they've got him in for the replays that he actually took part in. Same with Behrman. He drives for Ferrari in the Jeddah replay, and then he drives for Haas at which circuits was it that he drove for Haas?
Yeah.
Baku, and was it Mexico? No, Brazil. Thank you. Mexico was an FP1 session, yes. I knew he did something at Mexico, just couldn't remember what it was.
Tyres are just coming to the window. All clear ahead. And good to go.
Okay, tyres are reaching the upper end of the temperature window. Tyre temperatures have been good.
And drive straight out, the track will be clear.
You're good to open the lap.
Alright, where are we going to come up against Ocon here with Piastri? There he is. So no hold up, that's good. Oscar once again has the edge in these heavy wet conditions, or heavy wet Sorrentos anyway. 1:18.6 the target time. So 1:18.2 for Oscar.
Remember, the delta needs to be negative at the end of the lap.
Big difference. Ocon making a mistake.
Now this was at turn 1. Oh no, that's not how to
Starts
do
his
it.
lap off with a spinneroonie.
Clearly causing problems for the drivers.
Right, we want to try and be the last car across the line, I think. Yeah, track is drying up again. Look. I wonder, are we the only ones coming out? Looks like we might be. That takes Ocon completely out of contention. 23 seconds off the pace right now. It's going to be more, because we're going to go comfortably top here with both cars unless we make a mistake of our own. Track is almost a mil less than it was when we did our first lap. Another anticlimactic qualifying session then.
Good gap in front.
Let's go.
We're good on tyre temps here. Track is all clear. Good to go.
Still the track dries. Kimi crosses the line with about 15 seconds to go, so there was still time for someone to come out behind us. Wonder if Kimi is going to be able to pit Oscar here. Doesn't really matter too much because they're going to end up swapping positions in the opening laps, no doubt. On 14.9, 2.3 seconds quicker than Leclerc. Antonelli is slower by 7 hundredths of a second there. And then it's Leclerc from Porsche. Porsche getting himself up onto row 2. Gasly ahead of Sargent. Then it's Max from Zhou. Norris is 9th. And Ocon all the way down in 10th and a long way off the pace. 25 seconds off the pace.
There's a terrific atmosphere here in Interlagos as the drivers prepare for 71 laps of scintillating action.
Brazil loves a home racer, and none more so than the brilliant Ayrton Senna. His victory here at Interlagos in 1991, fighting a broken gearbox, is one of the most emotional moments in F1 history.
The Sao Paulo track is beautifully designed to present an enticing challenge for teams and drivers alike. Between medium-speed S-corners, hill climbs, and the high-speed section after Junsao, this circuit calls for cars to have a balanced setup to succeed here. Race day has arrived, and the time has almost come for these drivers to fight it out, wheel to wheel.
All right, we are ready to sort of work on our strategy. Might start on the softs. I'd do that. Play it safe. We're likely to overheat the tyres at various stages. I'm going to start on the mediums just in case we get an early safety car, so I can maybe change up the strategy a bit. You know, I'm going to split them. I'm going to run them like that. See who has the better option. I think Antonelli's tyre wear could be the key factor in this race, but depends how much time he loses by running long in that first stint. Let's see, shall we? If you are enjoying tonight's race, please do drop a like on the stream. If you're not yet subscribed, then why not consider subscribing as well? It is free. And be sure to hit that bell for notifications each time I go live. Send them to the grid for the start of the Sao Paulo Grand Prix.
Well then, it's not long until we get started here, and we should be in for a tightly contested race. Amidst the noise and fanfare of the occasion, a crucial moment now to concentrate.
They're in second place on the grid, but that could so easily change in the first few seconds after lights out.
And the time has come. Let's go racing. Who will win? Only time will tell. Here at the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Oh, what a start from Antonelli. Just rocketed up the inside there. Oscar's going to come back at him with those softs. Leclerc is lurking as well. Gasly got ahead of Porsche. And Leclerc drops loads of ground there, losing 2 places. He runs out wide. Nearly gets taken by Sargent as well. Not many starting on the softs. Gasly, Albon, Stroll, Lawson. The only other drivers outside of Oscar to start on those soft tyres. Everyone else on the mediums.
So we DRS this lap. Only P1 behind Piastri.
And there goes Oscar. Or not. Antonelli holds him off. But Oscar has the DRS. Will Gasly try and squeeze through as well? He will. He also has those soft tyres.
Keep your head down.
And Leclerc trying to put the moves on Porsche. Can't quite pull it off. Gasly runs out wide. Antonelli is back through temporarily.
Yeah, good job. It's P2.
And now I think he has the position, or does he? Gasly is using his battery and has another lunge. And he'll now take the lead from Oscar.
Still plenty of opportunities.
And he has damage. Is that his underfloor? It could be the ERS. Have to wait till the end of the lap.
use the overtake button.
Copy.
Now we're going to use our battery for the first time. Try and open up a gap behind us.
You are the fastest man on track.
Either side of him. Gasly down to 3rd place.
Nice job.
And Oscar moves back into the front. Lawson with an issue now.
But there! Oh dear, that's not what they need right now.
And Antonelli goes straight back through again. His racecraft has been superb this year. Leclerc has now got past Porsche, so he's back up into 4th place. And we have not been able to drop Gasly. Which is a little bit of a disappointment. Can we break him before the DRS detection point? Don't think so. Nope, not quite. But we have opened up a big gap here. New fastest lap for Oscar Piastri. He retakes 1st place. He'll give up the DRS to Antonelli in this next zone. Gasly still manages to sneak into the DRS zone. And we are out of battery.
Recharge on is good.
So, let's have a look at Gasly's car. It is underfloor damage.
Charge the pack.
Use overtake.
Gasly has DRS.
Ocon's made some moves. He's got himself up into P7. Just about got the DRS on that lap. As Gasly gets back in front of Kimi again. Gasly will make the move here. Now Max has got an issue.
But it looks like they're carrying some kind of fault.
Can't be that serious. He's not swearing at his engineers.
Yeah, he did get DRS.
Deep breath. We're going to be okay.
Tyres are still holding up as expected.
Recharge on.
first DRS.
It's getting very crowded behind us. Top 11 on nose to tail here. Actually, with the Wasta getting back into range, top 14.
Remember recharge.
We'll ride with Charles Leclerc for a moment. Take a look at tyre wear. Oh, Gasly's tyres have really taken some punishment.
Good job. That's currently P1.
Leclerc matching Antonelli at around 82%. Definitely some tyre overheating going on though. You know, up and down the grid.
There are opportunities ahead.
Gasly nipped ahead but gave up the DRS to do it.
Nice. Good job, Oscar, good job.
Oscar, suggest reduce a bit lift and coast.
Use overtake.
See if we can break Oscar away this lap.
So happy to drop lift and coast.
Copy.
Alright, Oscar's made his break. Chance now to get Antonelli through and away as well.
P3. So next car is Gasly. Point 2.
We'll take the inside line into 4. Braking and battery in full ascendance there.
So we're happy with this level of management.
And hopefully we can now break him past Gasly
Currently P2.
before the end of the lap as well.
So gap ahead of 1.5.
Lift off end of straight.
Recharge on.
Oh, we have a yellow flag. It's a Ferrari. Of course it's a Ferrari. It's Petit. Of course it's Petit. And an issue for Stroll.
Engine feels quite down. Copy.
Oh man, Gasly is going to get the DRS again, I think. He did, just so hard to break away from him.
So we need to introduce more.
And Leclerc is through.
Post.
And then Ocon is in P5, so Ocon's fought his way up through the order pretty quickly. And any chance I think we had of breaking away is now long gone, with the Red Bulls getting back through.
Overtake is available.
Overtake available.
Oh, Max having a dive up the inside. Gasly is definitely starting to struggle with those tyres now. And Max is going to move on through. And so is Porsche. Lovely little bit of a move there. Ocon losing out badly. In the field now. Just a little bit starting to spread. Meanwhile, Max has got himself all the way up into P4 and right on the back of Leclerc.
Overtaking is very, very difficult.
We think there's still opportunities here.
Keep your head down. Verstappen behind.
Gasly now down to P8. Those tyres are really screaming. He might well box at the end of this lap now. As Leclerc returns to the front of the grid. Gasly stayed out, and that's a mistake, I think. And Leclerc's gone. He's on a hard push.
And when you can, feedback on your tyres.
You're okay.
And here comes Ocon. Back on Verstappen. And gets through. Gasly down to 9th now as Albon jumps him. And now Norris gets him. He has to box. He has to. And he does finally dive into the pits. So first stop of the day goes to Gasly and Williams. Solid stop. Set of medium tyres on that car now. In comes Maury. Not Maury, sorry, Petit. And he's going on to a set of hard tyres. Good stop from Ferrari. .1 the time for Pierre. Not showing me Maury's time yet. We'll check again soon. Back to the front. Leclerc still nearly 2 seconds clear of us.
How's the tyre?
But we are starting to hunt him back down again.
Struggling a bit.
With our DRS leapfrogging. There we go. 2.2 for Petit. Those stops looked quicker than I thought they were. Or were slower than I thought they would be, because they looked pretty quick. Probably won't be good enough for points for either of those two times tonight, given some of the pit stop times we've seen recently.
How's DRS?
Okay.
Getting close to Oscar's box. 4 laps to go. And we are back onto Charles Leclerc. Refill the batteries again. Come in, Daniel.
Yes, DRS. We are ready for you.
A couple more stops. We've got Logan Sargent in and Stoffel. Oh, that was a quick stop there for Van Dorn.
Car behind is
That looked quick. Zocon moves up into P3. While we're trying to get the batteries back up and running again.
Charge the pack.
Reminder for the recharge button.
Ocon has DRS.
Am I looking forward to seeing the F1 cars? Yes. Only a couple of days to wait now. I am curious as to what we can expect event-wise from the teams after the O2 reveal. Oh, is it tomorrow? I thought it was the 19th. It might be tomorrow.
He has DRS.
I'm not expecting
So that's
much in the way of presentation from each team.
Leclerc behind. Gap 0.3.
I don't know if the drivers will be there. Not even expecting to see the actual cars themselves. They'll be show cars more than likely.
So Ocon car behind.
Alright, getting very close for Oscar here. Gonna box him at the end of the next lap.
Yeah, he did get DRS.
Copy that.
Okay, we'll box this lap, stop him on the mark. Copy, box.
Ricardo's in. Decent stop. Let's see, how quick was that stop for Van Dorn? Wow, only 2.1. It looked so much quicker. Sainz currently with the quickest time. And Murray not too far off. Who do I think will have the best delivery? Well, it's a very subjective question, you know.
Keep your head down. And we've got Leclerc behind.
Red Bulls won't be anything special. It never is. It's always the same thing every year. Curious to see what Mercedes do. Whether they're going to keep black, but see if they incorporate the silver nose again like they did this time round. 2.1 seconds for Oscar. Not the best of stops. Ferrari is going to be red, as it always is. Williams,
good job.
Probably going to be pretty similar to what it is right now. What we've already seen. Not expecting major changes from Haas. Sauber, I think, is going to look pretty much the same. They've still got that kick sponsorship.
Currently, you are P10. Car ahead is Gasly. 0.7 Gasly.
Kind of curious to see what Alpine do
And 1.1.
in their final year with Alpine engines.
And if you could just give us time.
They pay any kind of special homage to that, perhaps. I don't think McLaren's going to be vastly. I don't think any of the liveries are going to be vastly different from what they were last year, with the exception of maybe RB. Now that they're becoming racing bulls, you're going to see less prominence of the Visa branding, but That will still stay on the car, but it'll be a lot less
Behind
prominent.
Leclerc.
Oscar gets past Gasly.
Awesome job, mate. Currently P1.
Overtake available. Okay, tyre temperatures are good.
Okay, Ocon is in. There's Joe boxing behind.
Ready for you.
Decent stop. Valtteri coming in as well.
Okay, Sonoda pitted. You got the fastest lap.
That looked very tidy. We have a nice little undercut there on Esteban.
Okay, recharge on.
Suggest reduce a bit, lift and coast. Recharge on.
Key thing is to keep the tyre in good shape. Keep the tyre in good shape.
Copy.
Let's take
Little
a
mistake
closer
for
look.
Liam Lawson there.
Here we are down at turn 7. Oh, we've seen
Oh,
a
yeah,
few
running
go
very
off the
wide.
track there, and they might want to take a look at the floor of the car there because that.
Antonelli just muscling his way through. Porsche is going to be stopping very soon.
This is good. Verstappen car behind. Get behind 1.8. Good job.
And still, Antonelli and Leclerc inseparable.
Yeah, we just want to grow this gap. Currently on target.
Now is Leclerc in a box? Nope.
Verstappen behind you now. He's 2.5 seconds behind. So happy to drop lift and coast.
Question is, do I go one more lap? Yeah.
So we'll box.
Copy, box now.
Took a load of my softs back, I just noticed. That's annoying.
And overtake is available. Charge the pack.
Oscar back up into P4. He's a net P1 right now. You can see Ocon right behind. Leclerc may box this lap, he may go another one. Max will probably box at the end of this lap.
Gap 0.8, he has DRS.
Leclerc is going one more lap. So we have an undercut chance. Oh, Max has gone again as well. 2.1.
And track will be clear on exit.
.172. Not good enough for the leaderboard.
Currently P7. Next car is Albon. Gap for 3.5.
We get out just in front of Lando.
Gap
Ricciardo,
0.4.
Gasly and Iwasa. And Zhou for that matter as well. So we just about managed to avoid getting held up badly in traffic, which is good.
More lift and coast. Copy.
Ocon has caught the back of Oscar.
Overtake is available.
Plenty to play for.
Behind Sargent.
There we go. Norris goes through. We'll get him back here, I hope,
It's just a lot of us talking.
Keep your head down.
into turn 4. Maybe not. Norris looks like he might be pushing.
Lovely stuff. Well done, mate.
Car ahead is Verstappen.
He's 8 seconds ahead.
And we still need more lift and coast.
Copy.
And Charles finally boxes. Will Max dive in as well? Yes, he will. Hard tyres. Is he thinking one stop? He might be. Same for Max.
Yes, let's go.
Nice work. So, car ahead.
Now we should be able to take a look here. Now we're watching the action closely here. The gap opens up for them. And I wonder now if they can capitalise on this.
I see Leclerc making his way out. Comes out behind Joe. He's definitely given us some track position, as has Max, by staying out so long.
Overtake available.
Push and hold, overtake.
Now we need to break away from Lando as quickly as we can. That's a good start. Almost caught the back of Sargent in time as well. We'll get DRS coming out of turn 3. Nice and straightforward up the inside through 4.
Okay, we don't want to lose too much time.
Antonelli is through and away. Oh, we've got a crash.
Overtaking is very, very difficult.
That's Zhou and Iwasa having a coming together.
Something's gone on there. Looks like it's Zhou Guan Yu.
Oh, yeah. Zhou definitely came off the worst for wear out of that one. Big chunk of his wing missing.
And while all that was happening...
And that will have done some serious damage to his tyres as well. Just a yellow, though. No BSC. Take a look at Iwasa's car. Yeah, he's got some pretty hefty front wing damage as well. See Sainz and Bottas side by side behind him. And that is a 5-second penalty to be added onto Yumu Iwasa's next pit stop.
You are the fastest man on track.
Which is going to happen right now to fix that wing, I would imagine.
Good job.
Currently P1.
Yeah, we saw that.
Deep breath. You think we're okay?
Yeah, path line down.
And that's Iwasa's afternoon ruined as well. Oscar and Ocon fighting side by side-ish. Well, nose to tail. Albon's up there as well, which is a bit of a surprise. Although he's just dropped off. Antonelli's going to pounce on him here.
Sweet. Well done.
P1.
Right, where is Charles Leclerc? He's down in 11th place right now, stuck behind Carlos Sainz. Max is 8 seconds further back. Antonelli gets ahead of Oscar.
We think there's still opportunities here.
He's going straight on the attack against Ocon as well. Has a look at the inside. Thinks better of it.
Use overtake.
Albon's still sticking with us as well. He's having a hell of a race so far to be up in P4 as we're at the halfway point.
And we're happy with that level of management.
Yeah, copy that.
He has DRS.
Yeah, confirm.
I don't think we've ever ridden on board with Alex Albon in this save file.
There's still opportunities here.
Problems for one of the Ferraris.
I am trying.
To try and break away with Antonelli here.
Happy to start reducing that management. Overtake is available.
Oh, look how quickly he rockets up. And goes defensively blocked there by Ocon all the way through up to turn 1. This time it'll go through. You thought Piastri was for net P1. Did he get past? Yes, he did.
Nice job, really.
He was scrapping back and forth with Ocon for the lead. And then Antonelli came and overtook the pair of them.
Just give us some feedback on the tyres.
Let's attack.
There we go. No battery left.
Let's get into the tyre cooling, please.
110.6. Not quite the fastest lap. That was a 110.4.
No hop done.
So Lando is now the car behind.
More lift and coast for these PU temps.
Piastri has dropped down into P4. What happened? I missed it. I was too busy looking at the comments. Didn't see the replay pop up. There's a chance Ocon could drop down to P4 here.
Car ahead is Ocon.
Albon goes through. Oscar's trying to hang it around the outside. Can he complete the move? He has the slipstream. Will it be enough? Still side by side as they approach turn 4. He gets the power down through 5.
Good job. Next car up the road is Albon.
Charge the pack.
Okay, recharge on. Car ahead is Albon.
0.4.
Plenty to play for.
And there goes Piastri back through. We'll give it the DRS to both cars behind now.
Recharge on.
I don't want to turn it into a 4-car fight at the front. This is why I'm not continuing to push. As Zhou is in. And that will be a replacement front wing for him as well. Leclerc stuck in traffic. Tyres at 81%. I don't know if he can make it to the end. As Albon finally boxes. Oh, bad stop. What a shame for Alex Albon.
Now down to the pits. There's been a hold-up.
He'll come out behind Max, who's still only in P12.
Tyre feedback when you can. It's still okay. Everybody recharge on.
Now Norris comes in. Mediums, that could well take him to the end of the race.
Nice. Good job. Recharge on.
And Norris gets jumped by Albon and both. Oh no, this is Van Dorn. Albon is well clear. So Norris down into P16. and two of the cars in front of him may well stop at the end of this lap. Gasly in for his second stop.
Lovely stuff.
Very good job.
That was a pretty decent looking stop. And he just about gets out ahead of the pack with Norris in it. That's freed Leclerc up into P4. But he is 13.5 seconds away from this fight here.
Still plenty of opportunities. Okay, Leclerc is the car behind. Okay, keep looking after the tyre.
Copy.
And Oscar, their pack is good.
Okay, recharge on is good. Focus on recharge. Let's see what pace you can do.
So Valtteri will feed out into P14. That's mediums for him. So it's his final stop. There's Stroll. And Stoffel behind him.
Car ahead is Ocon. He's 1.3 behind.
Mediums for Lance.
Deep breath. You're going to be
Stoffel
okay.
takes a set of hards. New fastest lap for Teo Pourchaire, a 110.0. And he is going hunting.
Use overtake.
Copy.
It's not going to be long now, mate.
Copy.
Oscar, you can reduce the LICO slightly.
Yep. Copy. Sweet.
Good job.
Piastri goes very wide through 4. But gets straight back through again. I don't know if I can break Ocon here before the end of the lap. Logan Sargent is in now.
Push now.
Something's not gone right in the
Mediums
pits.
for him. Problem at the stop for Sainz. Yeah, so right front. Didn't want to sit flush. Valtteri Bottas sneaking through from absolutely nowhere there. Ocon still just in DRS range. He's going to probably stop at the end of this lap. Be nice to stay out of DRS range, if possible. Just a little bit too close, I think. Yep, you got it again. In fact, he is pushing hard because this is in lap, so...
Yeah, recharge on is good.
We're going to calm things down.
Copy.
Been a pretty convincing drive so far from Antonelli. Looking very comfortable at the moment, 3.5 seconds ahead. There goes Ocon into the pit lane. So he will get an undercut on Piastri. Will he get an undercut on Kimi as well? Soft tyres going on. Yeah, promotes teammate Charles Leclerc back into third place. He's still 11 seconds behind Oscar. I don't think he's got enough left in those tyres to go to the end. Well, he might do, but he won't be quick. Here comes Alex Albon. And Max Verstappen.
Box.
Box.
We can push.
Box is flat.
Box.
Flat out.
As Ricciardo dives into the pits and will clear up the way for Ocon. Pretty good stop. .109.4, the new fastest lap. As we are going to dive into the pits with Oscar here.
Let's give it everything now.
Copy.
Oscar pit left.
Oh, excellent. 1.82. Just when we needed a good stop.
As you join the
Mechanics pull one out the bag. Max moves ahead of Ocon. They're going to be very close. Very close. They've just jumped us. There goes Albon. We'll come out in P7.
So this is P7.
But with fresher tyres.
Car ahead is Albon.
Gap to Albon 1.3.
Car behind is Lando.
Charge the pack.
Copy.
comes Kimi. Can the mechanics perform heroics again?
So that's currently P1.
Not quite. Still an improved time though, 2.0. Will it be enough as Porsche comes in? Fastest lap of the race for Esteban Ocon. 109 dead. And that looked very quick for Teo. Antonelli will feed out.
Currently P4.
Behind the Ferrari, unfortunately, which held us up and allowed Max to slide on through.
Car behind now, Verstappen. Gap 0.5.
There's Oscar in the background. Yeah, look at that stop for Teo. 1.836. It was quick. And Porsche's time just 16 thousandths away. It's their best stop of the season by 5 thousandths of a second. Kimi's time, not good enough at all.
We're happy where we are on tyres.
Copy.
Overtake available.
Copy.
Go for a fastest lap attempt here with Kimi. Albon now running P2.
Verstappen behind. Gap.
And that is on merit as well. And let's not forget, Albon had that delayed stop where he lost a few seconds. He could be close to the back of Leclerc, or if not on the back of Leclerc, had he not had those issues. Up the inside goes Kimi. Can he get the power down quickly enough? Yes, he can.
Ocon has DRS.
He has the inside line on Albon as well.
Nice job, mate. Currently P2.
It's a 109.0.015. It is 15 thousandths slower than Ocon's flying lap.
We need to keep the lift and coast up a bit more now.
Okay, that's Verstappen ahead of you.
We think there's still opportunities here.
Recharge on.
Copy. Use the overtake button. Copy.
I was going to suggest reduce a bit lift and coast.
Copy.
Oscar rockets around the back of Verstappen there. That's him back into P5.
Nice.
Good job, Oscar.
Very good stuff. That's P5.
Car ahead is Ocon. Verstappen now the car behind. Verstappen 2.1.
There's still opportunities here.
It is purple in the first, but it's going to be all about this next sector. going to be a mighty lap here.
There are opportunities ahead.
That's a good lap. Good lap.
A 108.8.
Yeah. Sweet.
Good stuff.
I'd like to think that's safe, but who knows?
Copy.
Overtake available.
Antonelli, meanwhile, has
Recharge
just
on,
taken the
recharge
lead
on.
from Charles Leclerc.
So let's just keep these tyres in good condition.
Copy.
Yeah, he did get DRS.
15 laps to go.
No hop done.
Car behind is Albon.
Car behind is no Albon. Okay, we don't want to lose too much time.
Overtaking is very, very difficult.
Plenty to play for.
That Ferrari's really starting to struggle.
But the car's definitely not happy. Surely some...
At this point, it is touch and go if it will make it to the end.
Has DRS, 1 second.
Good job, good job.
Car ahead is Leclerc.
Recharge on.
Alex Albon
You're going to be okay.
Okay, the car behind is
still in the picture.
Good, good.
That's P3, good stuff.
It's turned into a little bit of a disappointing afternoon for Williams, with Max having problems with his battery, Gasly breaking his underfloor almost immediately.
How's the tyre?
Feel okay so far.
Still plenty of opportunities.
Right, at some point we need to try and break Antonelli away from Leclerc, and Piastri past Ocon onto the back of Leclerc.
Gap 0.8, he has DRS.
I'll keep giving away the DRS like this.
currently still on plan.
Yeah, all good.
That was good.
That is currently P3.
Pack is high.
Oh, a 108.5, new fastest lap from Ricardo. We are going to need to respond to that. And Ricardo immediately develops a fault. Pushed his car probably a little harder than it wanted to be pushed.
Okay, use deploy.
Okay to close the gap.
P3.
The car behind is Ocon.
Oh, this isn't working.
It's just increased LICO.
Just helping Ocon close the gap to the front two. See if I can bolt quickly here at the end of the lap.
So Oscar, we can look after this time.
Copy.
Try and catch Charles napping.
Okay, let's see what you got then. We have overtake available.
Looks like I did. Ten laps left. Antonelli now pretty much 2 seconds clear.
Pack is high.
Use overtake.
Have to get past
Let's see if we
Ocon
can
now.
get past.
And then try and break away from him.
Good job.
2 seconds, Leclerc.
It's looking like it might be another victory for Kimi Antonelli here. Don't know if I'm going to be able to take the fastest lap back from Ricardo. Not had any DRS to play about with for Kimi. Oh, he just gets it.
Fastest man on track.
I want to wait 4 dead.
Copy.
Now we'll be cooling the tyres.
Now Max's car gets really
As far
burst.
as we can tell, they've got a fault with the car.
Charge the pack.
Not been a kind weekend to Max. Gearbox issues in the sprint. Now he's got battery issues here in the race. And Piastri, I completely missed it and actually caught and passed Leclerc. We'll keep pushing until the end of the lap. Build that gap up a bit. There we go.
Copy.
That
Recharge
should do it.
on. Pack is low.
Question now is, what can Alex Albon do? He is in the battle for a podium here, which would be a phenomenal result for him. And Albon gets through on Charles Leclerc. Antonelli is 4 seconds clear of Piastri now, and I don't think Piastri can catch him back up. He's going to have to calm his tyres down to stop him from overheating.
Yep.
But he's opened up a nice little gap to this battle behind us. About 3 seconds, give or take. There they are. Leclerc is going to move back through, but he's going to forfeit the DRS if he stays ahead. And he gives it back up. Now Ocon moves through from 5th to 3rd. He's potentially the biggest threat out of these three, given that he's also on soft tyres. We'll do another lap or two, I think, like this, just to make sure that the tyres don't fall apart at the very end. Are we going to see any late pit stops? Don't think so. Once again, Ocon goes through. Albon getting pushed over the curbs. Keeps doing that. He's risking it damaging his underfloor. That's what happened to Gasly. Tyre wear looks to be just about back on track. We'll go one more lap just to make sure. We still have a slight grip advantage to Ocon. Albon being left behind now. Leclerc might end up jumping him here.
4 laps to go across the line.
We want good pace.
It is 4 laps left. Ocon is lapping quicker. It took almost a second out of Oscar. Through goes Charles Leclerc. Or does he? Albon hangs it out around the outside. It'll turn into the inside for turn 6. He hangs on. Title picture is going to stay alive. Antonelli's going to gain another 8 points here from this race, so there'll be 10 overall. That'll bring the gap down to, I think, off the top of my head, 65 points.
Remaining.
Yeah.
With 3 races and 1 sprint still to go, for a total of 86 points remaining. Mathematically, it's still possible, but needs a Piastri retirement. And I think this is a running order now. Antonelli is just pulling away from Oscar. who's keeping Ocon at bay about 3.5 seconds or so back. Albon and Leclerc have been dropped, and they are now just scrapping with each other for fourth. Ricciardo gets another issue with his car.
Right. It certainly looks like they've developed a fault.
Gasly down in 11th place now. Struggling. It's been a bad afternoon, as I said, for Williams. What a race it's been for Alex Albon. We are going to stick with him, because this will be a mighty result for him. Slings it back through again. Max jumps Ricciardo. I think. No, it was Ricciardo jumping Valtteri. Norris has got ahead of Gasly again. The battle at the bottom of the points. Pretty heated. Let's take a quick look.
Two laps to go.
This has, I think, been our best ever run at Interlagos. Norris manages to get himself up to P9. Can Valtteri hang on for that final point, or will it go to Gasly? On to the final lap. Alex Albon is still ahead of Charles Leclerc, but he's going to give up the DRS here. They're too far behind Ocon now to be able to catch him unless Ocon makes a mistake. 3.5 seconds to gap. Ocon himself 5 seconds behind Oscar, who's 6 seconds behind Kimi. Top three, I think, are going to remain unchanged. This is the first of the battles that will affect the point standing. Ricciardo and Porsche having a little bit of a scrap in 6th and 7th. Max just slipping a little bit. Norris has caught the back of Verstappen, and Norris gets ahead. Max retakes the place. Leclerc needs to just hang on if he can. It's going to go to the line. Albon, can he get the DRS? He can, I think. Is he too far behind? I think he is. He's too far back. It's going to be Red Bull 3rd and 4th. Antonelli takes the win from Oscar. Ocon is 3rd to complete the podium. Albon runs out of fuel as he crosses the line. Porsche going for the move on Ricciardo. Oh, he's going to have to lift because of the yellow flag.
Very well managed.
He's still got the position.
Kill the engine, wait 5 seconds.
Oh, contentious.
Then turn the car fully off.
He got the overtake under yellow flag conditions. I think Ricciardo's run out of fuel. Or has he? No, he's still going. No, he is out of fuel. That's why he ran out of fuel. That's why Porsche was able to nick it from him. Max takes 8th ahead of Lando Norris. Valtteri gets 9th and 10th.
What a brilliant drive we just witnessed there.
Kimi is keeping this title fight alive as best as he can. He's doing what he needs to do. He's just got to trust
a great display of team spirit
that Oscar will make a mistake somewhere.
Finally gets the chance to share this moment. Well, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
I doubt they could be much happier. A win and a podium place. What a great way to round out the weekend.
And from our team in Sao Paulo, a big thank you for joining us this weekend.
The next round of the season will see Formula One return to the States as the glitz and the glamour of Las Vegas awaits.
Vegas. Confirmation then of the final result. It is another win for Kimi Antonelli, and with the fastest lap as well. That means he has pulled out 10 points on Oscar this weekend. So the gap should be down to, I think, 65 with 86 remaining. Ocon up 7 places to take the final podium step there. Then it's Leclerc who takes 4th. Albon up 6 places to take 5th. Could not quite hang on for 4th. So unlucky. Misty made it across the line, running out of fuel. The second he did. Porsche takes 6th place, just pipping Daniel Ricciardo, who also made up a lot of places there, up 8 places. Ricciardo also running out of fuel as he crossed the line. Then it's Max in P8. Lando takes P9. Valtteri gets the final point in P10. But Sauber just pipping, Gasly. Logan Sargent is 12th. 13th is Sainz. 14th for Stoffel. 15th for Stroll. 16th for Tsunoda. 17th for Zhou. Bad race for him. Down 9 places and lapped. Iwasa is 18th. Then it's 19th for Jacko. 20th for Liam Lawson. 21st for Masao Mori. And 22nd and 2 laps down for Sylvain Petit. We see the driver's standings. 65-point gap. 3 rounds and a sprint to go. 6 wins for Oscar. It's 9 wins now for Kimi. What a season he's had. Just those extra 5 races that Oscar had alongside George have made the difference. Kimi would be winning at this point, I think, had it not been for those 5 Grand Prix. Leclerc is 3rd, and he's stretching away from Max. I think that's now pretty much locked. He is, 44 points clear. That's a very healthy margin indeed, with so few rounds to go. And Williams having a little bit of reliability issues at the moment, although you've got to expect that there'll be some pretty new parts in Max's car soon, if not for the next race. Ocon has jumped Lando Norris. He now moves 5 points clear into 5th place on 184. Norris on 179. Then it's Gasly with 152. George stays in P8, where he is likely to stay for the rest of the year now because Porsche has disappointed. 7 DNFs this season. That is terrible. I was expecting great things from Porsche alongside Norris. It just hasn't materialised for him this year. Maybe next year will be better. We shall see. Valtteri drops down into P10, but he's 1 point away from a half century. That podium he got earlier in the year was wonderful to see. Alex Albon up 2 places into 11th. He's just a point behind Valtteri. Then it's Sainz in 12th, down 2 places. 13th is Logan Sargent. 14th is Zhou. 15th, Yuki Tsunoda. Both of them tied on 37 points. 21 points and 16th place for Daniel Ricciardo, jumping Lance Stroll. Iwasa is 18th. 19th is Stoffel. 20th is Perez. Then the non-scorers. It's Liam Lawson 21st. 22nd for Mori. And 23rd for Petit. In the constructors' standings, I think it's over between Red Bull and Williams now as well. Another 29 points swung in Red Bull's favour tonight. They're on 487. Williams on 411. 76 points to gap. I can't see that. Even though mathematically it is possible, I can't see that gap being reduced enough for Williams to beat Red Bull now. So it looks as though that's the top three pretty much settled now. We're champions as we have been for a while now. And then McLaren in fourth, again, too far behind to catch, but more than clear enough of Alpine and co to be caught. So McLaren locked into fourth place, Alpine fifth on 77, Mercedes on 65, then it's Sauber on 56, Aston on 52, RB dropping down into ninth place, level on points behind Aston Martin, but with a lower placed finish as their best result. Haas have 2 points, Ferrari still the only team with 0 points. And in the pit stop challenge, we got the quickest stop. Some strong points for McLaren tonight, getting second and fourth. Alpine getting some good points as well, as did Haas. Red Bull gets some points from Ocon. Ferrari do pick up a few points. Aston, just a couple of points for Alex Albon's stop there. Mercedes getting both drivers in the top 10 in 6th and 10th. So the standings look like this. We are champions of the DHL pit stop competition. We are nearly 200 points clear of McLaren. They themselves are 109 points clear of Ferrari, so they're secure now in second place. That's done. Question now is, will Ferrari beat Red Bull? Will Mercedes have anything to say about it? Just 19 points separating third to fifth there. Alpine moving above Haas by 2 points. Aston on 99 points, one away from a century. RB are 9th with 87. Williams 10th with 83. Sauber 11th with just 12 points. And there you see the stops that we had. A 2.12, not quick. A 2.17, even slower. Neither of those are going to be worthy of getting on the board. With a 1.8, which ended up being the quickest stop, and a 2.06, which was not good enough to get on the board at all. So, we're still quick, and we have won this competition, but we have yet to hit that super speed consistency with both teams, or both sets of mechanics. Both drivers smashed their sponsor target comfortably. That's another 1.95 mil added to the bank. Let's head back to HQ. Got a refurb done on the memorabilia room. Our underfloor research is done, as is our chassis research done. Antonelli's rating goes up to an 89 overall. Let's check the inbox. We need to replace the front wing and the suspension. Amazingly, the underfloor survived. I am shocked by that. Genuinely shocked. I could have sworn that underfloor was going to fall to bits, but it's kept going. Evening, Zane. Am I not going to do any other team than this? We're moving to Ferrari, to resurrect Ferrari at the end of this year. So we have sold ownership of Brabham, and the team is now currently Brabham Cadillac. It will become Cadillac proper next season. And we will head to Maranello, see if we can resurrect Ferrari, who are having an abysmal season. Absolutely appalling. That will be a challenge indeed. Right, we have a couple of slots of stuff free. How do you change the team name? Well, it's very simple. Just go to team branding, go to team name, and change it. It was patched in. It wasn't originally an option at launch, but they patched it in a few months ago. I think a couple of months ago. Let's see, when was their last patch? December. That's when they patched it in. So that is where we're going to end tonight's stream. We'll catch up with the housekeeping and the research and everything tomorrow when we come back for Vegas. The title fight between our drivers is still on, but it's getting harder and harder for Kimi. He needs Oscar to have at least one retirement, probably two, or at least a retirement and a bad finish, I think, if he's going to overhaul that gap. 86 points are available. The gap is 65. That's not a lot of wiggle room. And if it's 1-2s all the way, it will not be enough for Kimi. So he needs Oscar to start dropping some points. We are not going to deliberately hamstring Oscar unless we get to the point where we run out of parts and we have to roll back to a previous spec, in which case we will favour Antonelli. But apart from that, they are free to fight, as they have been all season, and we will see who will come out on top. If you have enjoyed tonight's race, please do drop a like. If you're not yet subscribed, then go ahead and subscribe as well. It would be much appreciated, and be sure to hit the bell to be notified every time I go live. Don't forget, the poll to decide the livery that this team will run in our absence from next season onwards is available on my YouTube community tab, or my posts tab, I think it's now branded. You've got a choice of 3 liveries: the Cadillac branding, the DHL branding, or the FedEx branding. Let's take a quick look at the current state of it. Let's see, 89 votes at the moment. Cadillac second with 34%. FedEx leading with 53%, just 13% for the DHL branding. So it's looking like it's going to be a 2-horse race between Cadillac and FedEx. This will stay open until the end of the Abu Dhabi stream, so that'll be Thursday evening. And then once that race is done, we will then look at the results of the poll and apply that livery as we prepare to sell the team entirely and rebrand it as Cadillac as we move on to Ferrari. So you still have got time to cast your vote, and I'm curious to see which way it's going to go. I thought DHL would do a little better than it has, if I'm honest. In the comment on that as well is a link to a post on Reddit for each team, so you can see the images in a bit more detail if you are wanting to see different angles and stuff. And yeah, I leave that decision in your hands. That's it from me for tonight. Thanks for watching. I'll be back the usual time of 8 PM. Until then, I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with more F1 Manager very soon.